Guys, I'm so excited. So it's not today, but it's tomorrow. A long way. Nothing was planned, but I don't know, I cannot wait to have my own house. Well, it's not gonna be my forever home. It will be like my first investment property. You guys know it's like really hard to make, you know, your first step. And I've been doing sales for more than 2 years, so my income actually qualified to get a loan. And you know, when is to do better than right now, right? Because the interest rate is so low, and to actually get a really good deal on my house. So cannot wait. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Luna over here. I'm a real estate agent here in Philly. So in today's video, I want to cover 4 different ways that I am sort of, you know, how I do my lead generation. For those of you guys, it's your first time on my channel, I am a 3rd-year real estate agent. In 2017, in the summer, I moved to Philadelphia, and I've been doing real estate sales for about 2 years now. I started in 2018. So I documented everything I do on this channel, and it's been a while since I did a updated version of lead gen. So I think it will be a great topic for me to kind of cover it, especially right now during the hard time. I know a lot of you guys are struggling and writing me DMs asking me for tips that I can help you guys eventually, you know, be more successful in the business. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I would recommend you guys to do is to reach out to your past clients. Give them a call, ask them how they're doing, how are their family, how is everything coming along, and then also kind of just ask them if they happen to know anybody who's looking to sell or buy a property right now. Also, you need to pay attention of the clients personally, because a lot of time, you know, you had different types of clients. I know with my experience and the referral I have been getting, the person who are mostly like more outspoken or outgoing, they tend to give me more referrals. So maybe you should pay more attention to people that has sharing a certain personality to be your main focus. And for those of you guys who are new in the business, reach out to your sphere of influence. You can use social media to let them know that you just got your real estate license. You can give them a call just to have a very casual chat, and at the same time letting them know that you're in the business of real estate. And the second way that I have been getting most of my leads, and I've been talking so much on my channel, is cold calling and prospecting. So I've been actually doing cold calling for about 1.5 years, and that is, you know, the major decision that I have made in the summer of 2018 to start cold calling again. And you know, it's definitely not a easy job on the mental side, but if you think about it, it's really not that tough. You are sitting in an AC room. It's not like I'm asking myself to go out and door knock on hundreds of doors. Instead, I'm just drinking water or coffee and in my super comfy office and just dialing people and talking to a lot of nice sellers and having enjoyable conversation. And the script that I go by, if I'm just calling to a certain neighborhood and asking them if they're thinking about selling, I go, hey, this is so and so with what company. I'm just calling to see if you are thinking about selling your house. And if they say no, then I go ahead and push real quick any plans of selling ever. And if they say no, then you could push again and be like, hey, do you happen to know anyone who's buying or selling in Philadelphia? And usually by that time they'll hang up, or they will say, yeah, I actually might know someone who's thinking about selling their house. Here's the number. So I have gotten lucky and get a lead that way. It's great to train yourself to just kind of keep pushing one question after another. That's kind of how I do it with farm. And also, some of you guys asked me how I got my phone numbers. So The dollar that I'm using is Mojo dollar. If you go on Mojo's website, and I'll put a screenshot right here, that you can see they have different features. So the one that I use specifically for farming is the neighborhood search. So I click on that, and then I go on a specific radius of this location, and I will just call street up and down every 2 to 3 months, and I'll use the same script. And if I happen to know this person who is thinking about selling within the 6 to 12 month period, I'll put them in a contact, and I'll put them in a specific folder for hot leads, and I'll give them a call back in like 3 month time period if they're thinking about selling in 6 months. Then the second way that I have been getting lead is to send out mailers. When I first started, I didn't have a lot of listing. What I did instead is I would send out a mailer in a few streets that I know the agents in my office has a specific clientele that they want to buy in that area. So I'll start farming just specifically on that streets, and I'll send them the same postcard every 3 weeks. And the reason that I do that with the same postcard is it doesn't matter what you're sending them. The most important information is your face and your company information and what the message you're trying to tell them. And the frequency of seeing your message and your face and your company every 3 months, it just gives them a ring bell that if they actually happen to think about selling, they will connect you and your information to sell the property. So that's what I've been doing in the past, and right now I have a few listings that went in escrow. So what I did instead is I went on Vistaprint, and I'll design my own just sold cards, and I'll send the streets around my sold listings or listings that are pending right now. So as soon as we go to settlement, I'll send out all these just sold cards, because my sign is right there on the street, and people have been seeing my face. They have been seeing that sold sign on my for sale sign. So when they see the postcard, they were like, oh, that was the girl, the agent that sold the house right next door. I'm gonna keep her information just so if I know anyone who's thinking about selling, she might be able to help. So that's the other thing that I did. And last but not least, I want to let you guys know, I also have been getting a ton of business through YouTube. I've had my channel honestly for about 3 years, and when I first initially set it up, I have not gotten any sort of leads with Facebook. However, right now, after almost 3 years, I have been targeting a few keywords like Philadelphia, Philly Realtor, Philadelphia Real Estate, and I have been getting a lot of referrals lately. For example, people who have someone who's thinking about selling or buying in Philly, they will type on YouTube, try to search like a great referral partner. That's usually how my video pop out. And I also have received buyer leads and seller leads. And on top of that, I have sellers who actually, they were debating which agent that they interviewed, which one to go to. So they were doing some background check, and that's kind of how my YouTube came in the picture, and it just increased like that credibility that you have between you and your seller. So I actually went on a listing appointment this past Saturday, and we set the appointment up a week prior. So the person, my seller, who actually called me said her mother is a Philadelphia real estate investor, and she knows someone in her office who watches my video. So when she heard about her son looking to sell the property, and she said, why don't you give Luna a call? So that's kind of how he got my information, and he went on my YouTube channel, and then he reached out to me. So we had that appointment set up this past Saturday. Everything went so smooth. It's like that trust has already been built there. So it usually comes in less objection, and people trust you a lot more. They can hold you, you know, you will be held accountable online, so they trust you a lot more. So it just makes me a lot enjoyable to do my job. And then also for my seller, they feel as if they already know me without even meeting me in person. So if you guys ask me if it's, you know, beneficial to have your own YouTube channel, I'll definitely say yes. Go ahead and set that up and just don't overthink it. You know, talk to a camera and get a ring light, or just talk to it on your phone, document your journey. You know, it can be a great way to look back into the mistakes that you've made with YouTube and just see the progress that you have made along the years. But anyway, so these are my 4 mainstream of actually getting business so far. So I hope you guys can take away a lot of good information in this video, and be sure to comment fortune cookie down below. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!